Alright, so we are back in. It is L3IRD, the bird, getting in some words. And I just wanted to show you this really quick little paint view of what an Evelyn should do about gank route. Yeah, this is actually still taken away from the solo mid guide of, I don't actually know the guy's name, but in general, just the solo mid guide of Evelyn that is only improved. And literally, the gank route is from the middle. You go through the places where it's usually green warded, and onto that as well for bottom lane as well. So there you go with that. And we are going back into the second part of Learning Lead, episode 19. Eve is just another OP. Again, thank you to the sponsors of Defending Esports. You can go check them out, d-esports.com. Sponsors again are XMG, Antec, Triton, BenQ, and Mad Cats. But we are back live, back ready to go onto this madness that we call Evelyn Middle. So, sorry about that. I'm going to actually tear down the sound and do that real quick. But, so, again, just recapping the game. Evelyn now is 4-1-2. We do have a big engagement. We do see the Leona and Ezreal taking out the kill over there. Shabazz, the Evelyn player right now that we're following, does have all the awesomeness, all the damage output that she's doing right now. And she's getting there. 4-1-2, 68 CS, DFG ready, and we do see a potential awesomeness over at top lane. Right now, we do see the Aurelia going to be pretty low. And we do see TF trailing along, so TF is ready and waiting and making sure that there is some true sight vision going on. TF going down, and do see TF doing a chase down, and we do see Shabazz going for that Agony's Embrace, going to get that kill onto Aurelia, and then onto the awesomeness of there. And King Kong going down, oh so close, but it is going to be not enough. Wildcard's going to be enough to get that kill. 2 for 1, I mean, even with TF trailing along, and getting behind her and getting the kill with building pretty much the same items. Interesting stuff. But getting the kill onto the Evelyn player still wasn't enough to actually mitigate all the damage that Aurelia and Amumu did. So there you go with that. That really was a 2 for 2 per se, but a 6-2-2 Evelyn now is kind of strong, and that is going to be really dangerous in this middle to late game status. Right clicking, I would talk about the ward placement and actually show you where the differences in the ward. In wards, pretty much no big differences right now. We're still in this pretty early to mid game phase right now, but I mean, right now, the vision slash the damage is already done for blue team. They do have the tower at bottom, so we're going to see Graves and everybody trying to push up this middle tower, which rightly so they should be doing, because that is kind of the game slash the awesomeness that you want to do against this team of pretty much assassins. You have Gangplank who goes around, just roams around in the jungle, and then gets a parlay off randomly, gets some kills some reason as well. Shabazz right now with that AP middle roaming Eve does a lot of bit of damage and can kill literally anything and everything that comes out that is a carry form, a little squish. You do have Striker and Ezreal. Ezreal, I mean, with the True Shot Barrage can go ahead and sight down people. Usually you just see Ezreal's try to win out by using the Essence Flex and just poke down as much as he can to the Graves per se, not even to any other champion. And Shen, of course, the ultimate of Shen, Stand United, being very global as well. Again, we were talking about how Eve is dependent on the comps and dependent on initiations from a tanky bruiser meta kind of character, which is usually like a Malphite or technically Aurelia, but Shen is one of the best in that, especially because of that Shadow Dash. The E ability of Shen just does so much, and we do see a kill right over here for Shabazz, and I will replay that right quickly if you didn't see it. I mean, it was pretty plain sight. Like, there's no big problem that's going to happen right there from that Shabazz kill. Very quickly, we'll go backwards right quick. Alright, yeah. So pretty much the damage potential of Eve is all dependent on the first part of the combo. First part of the combo is that DFG. So we're going to go super slow-mo. Striker already knows, going to go get that stun down. DFG goes out. Nabaru now is about 75% health. And then Agony's Embrace comes out. Now Nabaru is about under 50% health. And then the cleanup comes in and just says, well, I think we killed you, but I'm just gonna make sure that you're dead. And the Xenoblade comes out and gets a kill onto there. I mean, it's unfortunate that Leona took a kill, but in general, that is the damage output that Shabazz does to literally anyone. Again, the whole thing about percent health damage instead of true damage per se or anything like that. Percent health ignores all the resistances per se. It ignores all the armor or magic resist. It doesn't ignore it completely. Like, it'll mitigate the damage that it still comes upon it, but the account of the number, so your maximum health being about, let's say 2,300 health, it still gets that damage number out from, like, for the XP, which should be 30%, from the ultimate of Agony's Embrace, which is 25%. So it still takes 25% of the maximum health number. It still takes 30% of the maximum health number to do something. And do you see the Agony's Embrace go on again? And we do see TF beating it down right over there. And yeah, this is just not looking good for the purple team / red team right now. They're just getting run all around by the Evelyn player. Although Evelyn did just get picked off from Lollipop right over there. Because yeah, Evelyn was a little bit, well, a lot of bit greedy, I would say. Sorry about that. But yeah, in general, just the global presence of this team, of blue team, is just way too strong for the team of the purple team right now. So we're gonna go fast up, push up, blah 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 blah, and we're gonna follow Eve on this one. I think this is the time Eve does some major damage to the team, which is really fun. Again, the biggest thing that you want to do as a roaming mid, or as a team that has a roaming mid, is push towers. And right now, this is probably the most unsecure part of blue team, that they don't have any chance of pushing a tower, just because they just lost both their top and their bottom towers right there. Shin's gonna die from this, but it is okay, not a problem. Lollipop going to take the kill over the dragon over here as well. So yeah, this is the problem that blue team has right now. In general, if you are having a roaming minute, or if you are having an advantage in the game, you want to push down towers, and that's why the gold lead is really close to the red team right now, or purple team, if you want to call it for that sake. Like, they have so many towers, they have so much more vision than the team, and that is the problem. But with the Evelyn in the middle, they are going to do a bit of damage. A bit of, oh my gosh, that's way too much damage right now. Shabazz going in there, going to get the double kill easily on this team, and she is probably going to go run away with that Dark Frenzy. Yeah, okay, so usually in the game of League of Legends, that's not supposed to happen, where you 2v1 and you're supposed to win. You're supposed to lose, and Shabazz going in trying to go for a kill, and he's being a greedy yet again. Got hit is going to go right in and going to go on the Bondar, and Shabazz is going to try to go run away and going to go fight the round and get some good damage on Bondar, but Bondar is going to probably get away from this. Or get killed by Furnace, actually, so there you go with that. Let's go back about 30 seconds. 40 seconds. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. 50 seconds. Okay. So we see Evelyn in the middle, and this is pretty much the definition of why Evelyn is so strong in this game of League of Legends and this meta per se as well. You have push comps, and you have TF and Graves. Graves has that the attack speed steroid of quick draw. You have TF for the global prisons and the purple wildcards. So you have this push comp with purple team / red team. And usually with Evelyn, what you want to do is you want to have protection with Evelyn. So what's a better way than having two carries be next to each other and trying to defend against Evelyn? I mean, that couldn't go wrong, right? Especially because you have TF. So we have Shabazz over here. We have the damage output. So we have the health marks, the health meters of both Graves and TF. TF right now is about 1,000 health. We have about 1,500 health onto Graves. Right now, Evelyn goes in on this 2v1. DF3 goes out. Lollipop's going to go down about 75% health, a little bit under, and then on top of that, Agony's Embrace, the ultimate ability of Shabazz, again, does percent health, brings the AD carry down under 50%. Just under 1-2 shots with the Tate Spike on top of the Dark Frenzy makes it incapable for Graves to actually even do a shot at Evelyn. coming back into this, King Kong goes right in and gets a stun. Does a little bit more damage, but again, could not do anything else after the damage coming down from Ravage and then Shabazz. Again, the best thing about Evelynn is her mobility, her speed with that Dark Frenzy on top of it. So yeah, there you go with that. I'm gonna replay that, but sword. And that is the super scary part about Evelynn middle. In general, Evelynn as a character. The damage output of Evelynn right now, especially since Alright, unfortunately for not buffed her, which is going to be something that they're going to talk about again, because Evelynn is super viable right now. Not a lot of people are playing her because a lot of people don't know about Evelynn, is getting OP. And that is definitely one of the things that Riot kind of took away from Evelynn during her beta days. I hear in the beta days, Evelynn did have a CC, a hard CC. So on top of that, with that kit of stealth plus on the kit of damage, that was just a lot of damage coming out from Shabazz from the Evelynn player. You see the damage come out and get his embrace, and then damage again coming onto Shabazz. Shabazz is gonna die from the ignite though, but just so much damage coming out from that combo of TFG onto the Agony's Embrace, the ultimate ability of Evelynn, which really is dangerous. So again, we talked about why Evelynn is really important and really damaging, and we talked about why it's actually, you know, hurtful / really dangerous to run this per se. Again, we haven't seen this really in real competitive games. I mean, yeah, NLB, the Nice Game TV League of Legends Battlegrounds, is kind of like the code A of League of Legends right now for the Korean scene. So, if you ever heard of GOM TV, if you heard of the StarCraft 2 scene of GOM TV / the GSL, that is pretty much the technically premier league of StarCraft 2, which is the I would say the rival game / the secondary, or the better game per se in a way. In some ways, and a better game per se is League of Legends, in some ways in esports as well. But in general, GSL means you literally have, you know, two separate divisions of greatness with Code S and Code A. And Code S is pretty much the premier league. Everybody watches that just because, you know, it is one of the best per se. Code A is the secondary league where everybody wants to go into that Code S spot to, you know, break in as a big professional. And with that Code A matchup into the NLB, which is the Nice Game TV League of Legends Battlegrounds, it is pretty much going to that Code S of the OGN Champions Summer League. So yeah, the team Zenix Tempest again. That is the team that got second in the NLB tournament. They ran an AP mid Eve. They showed how omnipresent Evelynn could be, and they showed how much damage Evelynn could do to everything in League of Legends. So this is dangerously the most prominent character that could not be probably nerfed before World Championships, and it's definitely something that I would say World Championship, if you're not ready for it, it'll definitely happen, and you will not be secured and ready about it. In general, with Evelynn, in competitive play, but also in World Championship play, like per se for M5 or for teams like TSM, they haven't really met against an AP / they probably have a little bit, just to practice out maybe with CLG practices now on the team, but I mean, I don't know if Big Fat GG actually runs an APE per se, but for those teams that don't have that Korean experience against them, they probably have never seen this. In Korea, I mean, yeah, they say that Korean meta, Shaka was the #1 character that Koreans were known about. Let's just say Koreans are known about more characters than not, and Evelynn is one of those characters that is actually omnipresent and very dangerous in the game of League of Legends / in the meta where, you know, you want to really push and you want to push hard. Evelynn is one of those characters that says, yeah, you can push hard, but you'll die for all your causes of that, and that is what we're seeing in this game right now. Oh, this pretty much snowballing game where Evelynn is just making everybody else actually getting fed and makes everyone else actually do so much more per se as well. Oh, this Ezreal's almost for sure gonna die right now. Shen gonna go into it, get the Sting United, and then get the flash out. Shabazz goes in, gets that DFG, does get the Agony's Embrace, but it's taking so much damage. Probably have to go out from there. Scary is in there. It's really bad positioning actually for both teams right there. Don't know why both teams are doing that, but you know, it's just gonna be how it is in that low elo bracket. Shabazz trying to get in onto Aurelia, but the pings for the red team are saying, you know you're gonna die like in 5 seconds, so let's not try to trade a death for Baron right now. Right now, coming up to the 30-minute mark, Evelyn right now, the main focus of the team is 10-4-6. Does have the Void Staff, does have Abyssal Scepter as well. So there's Abyssal Scepter right here is going to do tons of spell penetration and stuff like that. Void Staff is going to do tons of penetration and spell penetration like that as well. So let's actually check out the numbers. Right now we have about 46% spell penetration on top of the true damage of 29 just in general. So hard damage in general, if we have about, I would say if you have about 50 spell or about 50 MR or 82 MR, I would say the AP mid in the biggest example, you're gonna have that number pretty much. So 82 MR is gonna be at the 41, plus on top of that the shred of the penetration just from sorcery shoes, 25 MR. It's pretty much equaling about, you'll resist about 20 damage of her AP. Other than that, you're going to take the front load of any ability that is going to come to it. So King Kong in general is going to take, let's say, a hate spike to the face where it's doing 240 damage. He'll mitigate about 20 of it and do about 220 damage per each hate spike. So in general, she's going to do tons of damage to that TF, and TF's going to say, where's this damage coming from? I mean, it's only Evelyn. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happening for this team right now of the purple team. We do see another engagement over here. Gathet is going to go right over there, and we do see the carry split up, but really is guarding, so that is definitely an important thing for Shabazz to note. So Shabazz didn't want to actually go in there. We still see Striker trying to engage in. He's going to take a lot of bit of damage. Agony's Embrace going to go down, and we do see the chop out over there, but you're going to see King Kong going to be taken down first, and then he's going to be taken out from that Gragas. Overall, in general, a great engage. Only problem is Striker, the Leona player, is already super low, so that damage is going to be mitigated, but at least the AP damage is down for the team of purple. Only problem is they are trying to chase this blue team so hard, and don't know if they picked the right targets per se. Don't know if they picked the right targets. Overall, 2 for 2 right now for the teams, for both teams. We're going to see if Gragas can get in there. Nope, he is not going to get Explicit Cast or anything set up for that. But in general, a great job by Evelyn to split up the team yet again, but a great job in general by the blue team to really see what they could take part from that little teamfight engagement. Unfortunately for that, Gragas' ult / the support Gragas actually did a great ult separating Eve from the team, and pretty much it made it easier for the team to actually kill down Evelyn. Wow, Furnace is so low right now. And you still see the engagements coming on over here. Evelyn is now back online, and you do not want to be in the vicinity of Evelyn coming at you at full steam. So we're going to see Lollipop actually still farm up. I don't think that is the smartest idea, and we're going to see them back up. Again, this is just all to that omnipresent Evelyn right there. Evelyn now is going to go in right on the Shiro. Shiro is taking so much damage, but we do see the jank up kill. Oh my gosh, Lollipop just doing so much onto him, but Shabazz is going to come in, going to try to get the kill, and actually he gets the kill off the Ignite. King Kong now getting engaged upon is going to get killed down. Rama got it, and again, this is just so much coming into this play of blue team in general. Just a global presence with that Shen all on top of that. It was really good over there. But Shabazz again, and that Evelyn / the AP Eve with that self, with the omnipresentness of herself, is just way too strong. Way too strong. So we do see the siege over in the middle. They do take the tower. They're going to back away probably. And we're about to see the closing of this game. So overall in general, Evelyn as a character, I mean, you get what you get. you get a character who has to depend on others to initiate, has to depend on the carries being kind of not the smartest per se, and reposition themselves in a really awkward position where they're alone by themselves. And that's pretty much the two big knacks about Evelynn, or about stealth mids in general, or stealth characters in general, right? We do see engagement again, but we do see Shabazz taking so much damage, which is going to be taken out super early from that. Again, as an Evelynn, you want to go be there as a cleanup. AD carries are the cleanup per se, but if you're playing that AP assassin, you want to be the one cleaning up everywhere and everywhere. Throws, the blue team doing some major stuff to themselves and almost dying from each little thing. Purple team doing a pretty standard job, and this is the part where purple team says, I wish we had some damage. I wish we didn't do this call in a second. Especially because they just took some furnace right over there. Lollipop getting the blue buff as well. And you see the ultimate pings of the Baron Dance. The ultimate pings of the Baron Dance is what's going to cause this team, the purple team, to lose, actually. Sadly. So yeah, again, we did see the Evelynn go down. I mean, we were fast forward through it, but the Evelynn go down super early in the fight. Evelynn now back into this game is going to say, wow, this is pretty cool. We're going to have the Aurelia go down because she took way too much damage from Baron, so executed. You do see Scary coming in, and it's like, oh, cool. I can actually go ahead and kill all these people if I really wanted to. Scary taking a lot of damage from himself, now have to get a Shen ult. Shen now going to go in, and Baron, low. It's dead, and yeah, now I get to go and kill everything. So cool. Evelynn going in, going with that hate spike, going on top of that DFG onto Number. Number is super dead. There's no chance of abilities you can do anything. Now the Shabazz going onto Lollipop. Lollipop taking so much damage, and it's going to be Gothic going to be taking the kill onto that top lane. And yeah, I mean, that is all reminiscent of, I guess, Evelynn in the middle doing her thing and just running all the way up top. And especially the global comp of, not really global ulti, because I don't think, sorry about that, I don't think Gameplay actually used his ulti during that time. If he did, he used it pretty late per se. But also just Shen using his ultimate to save out that Gameplay. I mean, that was probably the key to actually that fight right there over at Baron. But we clean up the end score of Evelynn going over there, getting 3 kills, literally flashing over and just picking up 2 kills and 1 assist. Actually, really changed that awesomeness that would have been an easy Baron for the purple team, but with purple team not having a real tank with Aurelia, pretty much just indebted themselves into this loss over here. So yeah, we're pretty much just going to clean up the last part of this right now. The end item balance of the one, the only Evelynn. They have the Void Staff, do have the Business Scepter. On top of that, the awesome Guardian's Angel, which is just a little bit too OP for her. It literally means that she is all set and ready to go to kill, and get killed if she needs to, and just come back and kill again. Really quickly, I feel like this is definitely an optimal build for her. I feel like you can probably get a Business Scepter, and then go right to a Death Cap or to a Zion's Hourglass, whatever you need really in the call per se, just because you just want to have that extra AP damage onto DFG, and you want to rely on DFG and also onto DFG and also onto Agony's Embrace to pretty much just do the damage, nuke down the team if you want to, but nuke down the AP or AD carry just to deny that damage output that would be happening from both AD or AP carries. Engagement going in, global Gangplank ult going in with the Cannon Barrage and the back away from the team for blue team right over there. But ultimately, I mean, the Abyssal Scepter on top of the Void Staff is in pretty optimal build as well. I mean, you're just going to keep on doing so much more percentage damage. But I would say if you want to build up Eve with a magic penetration item, I would say for most AP mids in general, you want to have the Abyssal Scepter on top, just because it's the R item and everybody gets that magic resistance decrease. So yeah, we're going to be seeing the end of this coming into play pretty soon. Shabazz going to go down to, I think, goes down the bottom really quickly and says, I'm going to go farm up some blue ruff or some grapes and stuff. And yeah, that's probably the bad idea. So yeah, again, the big thing about stealth characters in general, you can still be present in a way into the team without actually being present with the team. So that's pretty cool as well. I'll actually explain that after this team fight. Bondo going in, gonna get some damage onto Furnace. Furnace is gonna get saved by that shield, and we're gonna see Evelyn come in. Oh my gosh, the damage! What the freak of the triple kill! Oh my gosh, Shabazz is being just pro. Gonna get one more hate spike. Gonna get their frenzy onto it. Norbaru says, yeah, that just happened. Going back into it, let's see how that actually happened. Really quickly, we do see the slowdown and stuff like that. We do see the Leona all go down, so that's pretty key to stopping everybody into the tracks, really. And Shabazz is going to come in and say, oh, hi! Literally get that Agony's Embrace onto 3 people, get in a double kill automatically into a King Kong. Going to go down as well as the Gragas. Shabazz saying, well, I can pretty much pick up King Kong from that awesome H-Spike, and Nabaru just saying, this has been the thorn in the vein of the side of everybody. And literally, that is going to end the game for this awesome raid game of Evelyn in the middle. So in general, with stealth characters or with people that can split push like Shen or so, it is really important that you can still be omnipresent on the map, because you can actually have that teleport or have that stealth ability go right back into a fight. Although with Evelyn, with Twitch, and with Shaco, you don't really have that presence per se, because they could actually engage and you could be way off to the side literally, or way off into on the lane and not be able to catch up per se to your team. So in a way, it's very reasonable, very awesome to be this, I'm scrolling through everything, be this awesome character of Evelyn in general, or of any other character that has stuff in general. But I feel like AP Eve in general is going to be making an appearance in the World Championships that is coming up in about a month from now. The finals is going to be coming about a month. The playoffs are going to be coming up in about 3 weeks. So, just saying, if you saw Evelyn, you heard it here first. Koreans play it a lot, or Koreans don't play it a lot, but Koreans play it, and it wouldn't be a surprise if TPA, Type A Assassins, Zubu Frost right now is confirmed. Zubu Blaze isn't confirmed yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if Evelyn middle comes in play, especially if it is against TSM or CLG Prime per se. More over TSM, because definitely TSM right now is suggesting the meta where they like to push, they like to get the towers and secure the game from that. If TSM faces up against the Evelyn middle, against probably like Reggie's maybe Morgana, or Reggie's maybe like Reggie will pull Diana or something, it'll be very dangerous, and it'll be definitely a loss for that game for TSM or any of those teams that are not ready for this control comp / this roaming mid over in the middle. So yeah, this is pretty much the teams that are confirmed for this World Championship. So do check out the World Championships coming up in next month per se. But yeah, don't be surprised as AP Mid Eve actually comes into play next month. And in general, if you want to try out AP Mid Eve, again, I'll link you the guide to it. It's a decent guide per se, but definitely try out your own things. I feel like AP Bruiser / AP Assassin Eve is a dangerous / a very pub stompy solo queue carry. Other than that, thank you again for watching the episode 19 of Learning League, part 2 of the shifting meta. The Eve is just another OP. Thank you again to the awesome sponsors of Definitive Esports, Antec, XMG, Triton, BenQ, and Mad Cats, with the help and host of the show, Definitive Esports, d-esports.com. You can also check out all that awesome community news slash awesomeness of the League of Legends CSGO, or the EVE Online slash StarCraft 2 news into that. And also check out my personal website as well, facebook.com/L3RDgaming, if you want to as well. It has been the Bird getting in some words again, and has been Evelyn the Widowmaker being a little OP for the episode of 19. So again guys, thank you again for watching, and we will see you next week.